Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
Hey everyone, you're listening to Middlebrow. I'm one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm the other co-host of the Middlebrow podcast, Dan Rosen.
And we are recording from our beautiful studio located at Hello Human.
Our ancestral homeland.
Come check it out. It's a furniture and design object gallery in the Dime Square district. Ever heard of it?
They've heard of it. Come on. And it's a solo pod, friends.
I know.
What you've been begging for.
Sadly for you all. I know you guys are such a huge fan of the guest podcast, so we're not going to bury the lead. Up top, we're just letting you know that it's just us two. You and me, Dan.
You know what a great way for people to get more solo episodes is, Brian?
Cyberbully,
or subscribe to the Patreon.
Subscribe to
our Patreon, where we have 2 bonus episodes a month, solo only, along with a marvelous newsletter compendium. I think
I'm realizing that a lot of people don't know what Patreon is. Patreon is the easiest way for you as a listener to support us as creators who own and operate a small business.
Yes, that has only lost money. If you think Brian and I have made any money on this podcast, even with the Patreon, you're incorrect.
It doesn't help when you are recounting tales of your first art collection acquisition.
That's what people want.
That disincentivizes people from giving us money, Dan.
But that's money from, it's different. It's different pockets.
Yeah.
Completely different. There's an art fund in which I support the arts.
Right.
And our listeners, very similarly, could support the arts.
Right.
By listening to the podcast.
It's much like when the
Patreon.
Catholic Church, they tell us to donate money.
Tithing.
Yeah.
This is your tithing.
This is your tithing.
Yeah. And also it's an indulgence that if you subscribe to our Patreon, we actually lower your time in purgatory and speed up your ascension to heaven and beyond. So
beautiful.
That seems like a good deal. There's literally no other podcast that is a Vatican-sanctioned indulgence commission, and we get that's just a perk. That's a highbrow.
Yeah.
Only the highbrow.
Yeah. We have a newsletter. There's a chat. The chat's
Very
going.
Very active chat. You're missing out.
Riff and Gab with
all right. They know about
the
Patreon.
Okay, we've done all of the housekeeping up top. Dan, on my way here, I witnessed a crazy meet cute.
Wow. People are meeting IRL.
It's happening.
Okay.
The Gen Zs, they're doing what we were too scared and cowardly to do.
The think pieces are correct.
So I was on the subway and I saw a man reading a Sarah J. Maas romantasy novel. It wasn't A Court of Thorn and Roses. This dude was like 5 books deep.
Yeah.
It was called...
Man, what did this guy look like?
A Court of Frost and Starlight. Which...
Wow, they really...
No, let me finish.
They really go crazy with the title. They really stray from the source.
Yo, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All
Thorn
right?
and... These all sound like horrible British pubs. A Court of the Owl and the Pussycat.
Who knows? Maybe you have a Guinness there and you might see the future Ed Sheeran. But anyways... This dude was reading A Court of Frost and Starlight out in the open.
L Train?
No, not the L Train. F Train.
F Train. Okay,
F-Train,
that's fine. That goes to Ridgewood.
And then a woman approached him and she goes, "You're going to love that."
Whoa.
And he got her number.
Whoa.
Which, there's a lot to unpack here. Number one, you're going to love... What does it mean you're going to love that? You're going to love the part where the fairies start fucking each other.
Yeah.
300 pages.
Does this woman know that this guy has not read a single word of this book? He's just been staring, holding like a worm on a fishing line, waiting. And it worked beautifully.
And so my judgmental ass, my mind immediately went to where you just went, was on the scale of things. It's already well-tread territory that if you are a man, to read on the subway as a man is intrinsically a very horny behavior. It's horny bait.
Already, it's the performative male.
Now, there's levels to this, okay? If you are reading, like Otessa Moshfag's A Year of Rest and Relaxation, or the new Madeline Cash, like Lost Lambs, you are dangerously horny.
And you're going for a freak. You want to attract a freak.
But then to take that even further...
Yeah.
It's a bit gauche to read a romantasy novel out in the open. Like,
yeah, I agree.
That is one of
it's
the...
gilding the lily a little bit.
It's crazy, It's up there with like as a man, why are you going to an alt lit reading?
Yeah.
That's not a space for you.
No, he's wearing a Planned Parenthood shirt on the subway when he's doing that.
It's crazy, but it worked.
Yeah, it's like putting on your Hinge profile, like ally.
Does anyone do that?
Yeah, people do that.
You're a sex pest if you write ally on there.
I mean, that guy who's reading the Romantasy on the subway.
But you might be one of these people, Dan, because you're going to Japan.
I might come back a selvage denim.
You're going to become, dude, I am, wow, listeners, track it. How long are you in Japan?
I'm going to be there for like 18 days.
And I know you're disappointed that this is a solo episode. So while Dan is away, we have more LA guest episodes for you.
We will still be recording solo episodes on the Patreon, which you're welcome to join and support.
Wow. Okay. So in
you gonna miss me?
In 2 weeks,
miss me, Brian?
I'm just excited to.
I'm gonna come out transformed.
You're gonna be so fucking annoying after this Japan.
I'm already annoying. Imagine me.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be on the. My alternate subway.
Are you gonna get jeans while you're out there? Was that on the docket? Actually, Brian.
First of all, the algorithm.
The Okinawa prefecture, they have the 5 OG Japanese salvage denim brands.
Yeah,
you're gonna be awful.
Big John. I'm gonna be rocking the Big John salvage denim.
What is Big John? That's not one of the Osaka 5, Dan.
That is one of the original brands.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Chat.
Let's look it up.
Let us know. You're not allowed to look it up, dude. You're not allowed to look it up.
Big
John.
Big John. It was the first company in Japan to manufacture jeans domestically, and so has been called the Godfather of Japanese denim brands.
Oh my god!
Okay, how about
I'm
that?
a fucking poser over here.
Okay, founded in Kurashiki, Okayama Prefecture. So I'm even before. Can you tell I read Emma Tora?
You've already
recently?
studied. Oh my god!
I'm ready. I imagine how much more insufferable I'll be when I come back.
Did you get a Sherpa for this trip? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you pay a Japanese dude to get you the reservations at the Japanese only
I'm
spots.
sure in the chat, in the comments, give me your fucking omakase Rex. Give me your Neapolitan pizza that's actually like better than it is in Naples. You know, give me your mochi ice cream. This little garden tucked away in this brutalist building. Give all those Rex to me. I'll go to them. I'll review them.
You say it facetiously, but you really mean it.
Oh, I mean it. Well. Yeah. I'll hit up W. David Marks, podcast guest, lives there.
Did you DM him already?
Yeah.
And you did the whole spiel like, oh, hey, so sorry to do this. I hate to be that guy.
I know. Well, I just told him, like, there's no way you don't already have, like, a copy-paste answer you give people. Just give me that. But I think he said he's going to, like, show me around, so I won't have to point to shit and, like, Google Translate.
Let's go.
I think I'm talking to Ken Sakata, the front office general guy. You know that guy?
Yeah. Content king.
Yeah. So he'll, I assume he'll just rant at me
about why flight jacket zippers are diagonal.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I just want a milk. What are those? The milk bread sandwich.
Okay.
My alternate Subway take when I did it, it was. I think it'd be the one I did, or that when you get back from Japan, you only have 5 days to talk about Japan,
and you're gonna milk
and
it.
Then you're done, and then like it's banned. Like after 5 days, like I don't want to hear about how clean the subways are, about how quiet, how the hospitality is just different there. You know, like it's over. So you give me 5 days, and then you get to punch me in the face if I keep going.
You're gonna get into Ikigai.
Sure.
Oh, it's this philosophy about finding one's purpose in life.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if this is really serving my ikigai.
Oh, sure. And the Western obsession of, maximizing and constant growth. Just appreciate things for
what's
their
the luggage
own essence.
Situation? Like, how much shopping are you anticipating?
Well, this is the thing I don't know how to do is like how I want to have space. So, or I guess I could buy a bag there, but I also don't want to pack too much, knowing that I will buy shit over there. But here's the thing, if I don't pack enough, then I will shop way more, which I probably shouldn't do.
What is there to do besides shop and eat?
I don't know.
In Japan.
That's true. That's what there is to do. Buy ceramics.
Oh, okay.
Just chilling in an onsen. You know about the tattoo thing in the ryokan, so you can't have a tattoo? you have to like you have to cover up your tattoos because it's like a big gang thing. So you're not allowed into the ryokans if you're like tatted up.
Where do the Yakuza gangsters go then?
I don't know. Where do the like little
listeners?
Bushwick hipsters with the stick and poke tattoos
accurate?
go?
Is that still accurate?
I want to know where people with like the little fixie bicycle tattoo on their upper thigh go. Because that's supporting the Japanese economy right now.
Oh, true. Or like the mustache tattoo on your finger.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's a known. They come up to you like the mustache on the finger is a known gang symbol.
I have a feeling that you're not going to like Japan.
You think I'm that much of a hater?
I think so.
This is a true test of my hater. Like, how much of a hater is Dan?
I have a feeling you're not going to like it that much.
Disney World for hipsters and come back still a hater? You've been to Japan, I assume?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do your parents speak Japanese?
No, my parents fucking hate Japanese people.
I know, but isn't there like a generation of Koreans that they all...
No one in our family went to Japan. But it is jarring when you go... So a common thing to do is go to Tokyo and then you fly to Seoul after. But Seoul just feels like so provincial.
Relative
to Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's like going to Omaha after.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But
we have to go to Seoul together. That'd be a fun Middlebrow trip.
I would love that.
Dan and Brian go to Seoul.
We'll get some plastic surgery while we're
together.
in Seoul.
Yeah,
dude. By the way, I just realized Looksmaxxing, the frame mogging of it all.
Yeah,
it's technically cultural appropriative of Korean culture.
Oh.
Yeah.
You think it's part of the wave of Korean influence with the K-pop?
Looksmaxxing is just Korean culture. There's no slang or formal terminology for it.
Yeah.
Like it is...
Because you don't need it. Everyone does it.
It is intrinsic to being Korean. is the strive of Looksmaxxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not eating, plastic surgery, skincare.
100,000%. Like, have you... Every single member of a K-pop band, they're Looksmaxxing.
They're Looksmaxxing.
They're all Looksmaxxing. Like, have you seen how sharp their jawlines are?
Yeah.
And it's Looksmaxxing specific to that beauty center.
Do they admit that they...
Do they admit that they've gotten work done?
Yeah, or is it just like, it just is a fact? Everyone knows that they've gotten work done.
I am assuming no, but I am going to get dragged if I say yes or no.
Have you been tempted as a Korean?
I've said this on the pod before, but I used to have a severe underbite, which I had surgically corrected in Korea.
Okay.
I had double jaw surgery.
Why'd you go to Korea?
The surgeons are better, and it was relatively cheaper than doing it in America.
Sure.
And while I was there, I got a consultation, but it wasn't just for the jaw surgery. Like, this was when I was 20. Back then, they even did like a 3D, they did like a scan of my face, and there were all these numbers attached to it, which is part of the whole Looksmaxxing thing, is like measuring the ratio. And so I went in with my fucking underbite that was just the source of so much of my insecurity.
Yeah,
I could barely talk. I talk like
incel.
I talk like a lisp like this, and I'm like, my mom, I'm just like, I'm with my parents, like, what are you saying? The doctor was like, okay, so your whole proportion of your face is going to change drastically after you get this double jaw surgery. Since you're going to go under, you might as well get a rhinoplasty and just get a little chin implant.
What? I don't even know what they would do to your nose. You have a flat nose.
No, but they pointed out. You see, I came out of this consultation with more insecurities than I went in with.
They negged you.
Because they told me, they're like, well, you should get a rhinoplasty because your nose, the curvature alignment is slightly off. And they're like, you need to get a chin implant. Like, it's fine, but it would do wonders for you if you got a chin implant. And then the guy was like, oh, and your eyes. One is lower than the other by like a centimeter. But there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about that.
He just threw that in.
You can't do anything about it.
That's a little cherry on top.
So they're Looksmaxxing.
So he fixed your jaw, but like gave you lifelong insecurities. That was his little parting gift.
I would be lying if I said no.
Yeah.
Like I have certainly, I've zoomed in on my camera and I've like I've gone onto Google and been like, is the way we look in a selfie how others view us?
Sure.
And then I've assuaged my anxieties with like, well, no, like the lens, it's the opposite view.
Koreans invented face tuning. It's a Korean app. I was seeing a girl briefly who was half Korean, half white, and she would go to Korea, and she said that everyone would ask her who her surgeon was. Like everywhere she would go, people would just come up to her and be like, "Wait, who's your surgeon? Who did your eyes?"
She's like, "Oh, these double eyelids. This is natural. We're all getting surgery to look more Asian."
Yeah, the Asian ideal. You could just skip. You could just be like, "All right, I'm fucked. I'll just hook up with the opposite."
It's not. But
race.
There's a difference in the jawline though, where like Korean men, like in America, they want really square jaws.
Yeah.
If you ask like any American guy, like who's the hottest guy, they're gonna say like Henry Cavill.
Sure, you have a square jaw,
but they want like V-line, like they want the jaw to look like the end of a strawberry. Yeah, that's the beauty standard.
Okay,
there.
that's nice. That's nice that they invented their own like eugenics. It's not just totally based on white supremacism. They've invented their own.
That's its own language.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so if you're American, don't project your own beauty standards. Like we have our own thing going on.
I might have to get some surgery.
You might get some LASIK.
Not LASIK. Thank you for that insecurity. No, my doctor, I went for my checkup, and I've always kind of am much more congested on my left side. And he looked at my nose and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you probably have a deviated septum. You have to I have to go get a CAT scan of my face." Which just means I think it just means I'm Jewish.
Because of a deviated septum.
Deviated septum. Come on. It's a deviated septum, Brian. It's medical.
So you're going to
never abandon our heritage. I don't snore, but I breathe through my mouth when I sleep.
Ew, you're a mouth breather, bro.
Well, I can't fucking breathe through
frame mogged out here because you're breathing through your mouth. Dude.
I know, dude. I try to mew to counterbalance.
But there's only so much that like pressing the tongue.
I told
on the
you I
roof
started
of your
doing the
mouth
thing where I put like magnets on each of my nostrils, and then I have that band.
There's no chance that fucking works. Dude.
It does. It makes me breathe through my nose. It like forces your nostrils open. So I'm like Smog. I'm like a dragon in Lord of the Rings. But it works. It's just horrible. It looks disgusting.
Don't ever make that face again. That was insane.
See, that's why you gotta listen on YouTube. You gotta watch on YouTube.
That was disgusting, dude. What the fuck was that?
That's how I breathe at night. So I don't want to do that anymore. And also, sometimes if I'm prone to sinus infections, then the left side of my face gets numb. Listen, we both know some certain comedians who won't be named, but they might be of the Jewish variety who have gotten nose jobs.
Wow. You see this, listeners? Dan goes to LA a few times and now he's coming back with the deviated septum. And he's like, actually, I might have to, I was thinking about getting some preventative Botox.
Listen, in these times, it's in these times.
Oh my God.
Where they're going after the Semites. It might be a good way.
Well, we have a lot to cover in this episode.
Yeah, we have to get it all in before I go to Japan.
Well, you talked about Japan. We Japan maxed for a moment.
Oh, I told you to go see Sirat, and then you got mad at me.
Oh, yes. All right. So, do you want to tell So I saw Sirat, which was
was one of the nominees for best foreign film. It's from Spain. It was very talked about last year as one of the best foreign films.
I saw an interview with Jacob Elordi where at a Q&A someone asked him, "Is there any art that inspired you recently?" And he was like, "Oh, you have to, I implore all of you to see Sirat." And
that's your Australian accent.
That's my Australian accent.
It's fucking horrible.
You have to see Sirat and watch it on the loudest speakers as you can.
Yeah.
It's the magic of cinema.
And instead, where did you see it at IFC?
No, I saw it at BAM.
Okay, that's better. I saw it at IFC in the same room where we saw, which is like barely an upgrade from your home theater. Like it's like almost watching on a laptop. It's
did they play the New York Times short film with the double amputee?
Oh,
that pissed you off?
did. I think they did a different one. They did a different.
Yeah. Okay, so Sirat. It's a French film. French, Spain, Moroccan.
Yeah, it takes place in Morocco, but I think it's Spanish. The main character is Spanish.
The director is this dude named Oliver Laxe.
This is a movie that can be spoiled, so we won't do it.
No, we're not going to spoil it for you all.
It does have a few of the most what the fuck moments I've like ever experienced in the theater. Like I could not believe.
So basically, I go and It's
a brutal movie. It's very intense.
This is one of those films where like it's just tough when you're in a group of friends and they don't have letterboxd accounts. Let's just put it like that.
This
okay?
is a letterbox movie.
And so it's like, hey, you guys want to go see Sirat? They're like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, it's the desert, Mad Max. It was nominated for a best foreign film.
The plot, for those who haven't seen it, you should, is it's a father and his son are looking for his daughter who's lost
in a desert.
In like this,
and their daughter is
she's like a
named
raver.
Mar, which means the sea. Yeah. In the desert. You get it?
And he goes to this like rave with all these like old kind of like over the hill ravers in the desert, and he's kind of looking for his daughter. And then you slowly start to realize throughout as the film progresses that like some crazy calamity has happened to the world, and I don't know if it's a world war or something.
World War III is happening.
Yeah, basically happening, and he's following these ravers to try to get to this next party where he thinks his daughter is. But in the background, you see all these, these armies and these refugees and these signs of war, and these kind of aging ravers who are missing limbs are like kind of unsavory, and they're almost sort of like trying to hang on to the last bits of their own world as it's falling apart, and the father is kind of like joining them on for the ride, and there's a lot of tension between them. But obviously these people are not used to going off-road in a war zone, and shit goes horribly wrong.
If you haven't seen it, if you're a fan of Mad Max or you have Burning Man like tendencies, then go see it.
Yeah, if you actually hate Burning Man and want to see all the people in there die slowly and painfully.
Well, okay. So Sirat, pulling out the laptop for this. So the movie opens with a description of the word Sirat, which comes from Islamic tradition, and it's defined as a treacherous bridge between heaven and hell that is thinner than a hair and sharper than a sword. It is a path of life that people must cross on Judgment Day, where deeds determine speed. Now, that's the film. My friends were so mad at me after the movie.
Yeah, no movie. It's one of the movies where like it truly does not give you what you want as a viewer. Like it refuses to satisfy your like predictions and your desires as a viewer. Like whatever you in the way that like Michael Haneke movies don't.
I don't know who the fuck Michael Haneke is.
He did funny games. You ever seen that movie? Amor?
No, I haven't seen Amor or Funny Games. I'm giving the
Lars von Trier.
I'm giving you the plain spoken. I'm giving you the Arial font explanation of this. Okay, so I think the more I sit with it, the more I fucking hate this movie, Dan. I'm sorry, dude. Like
that's good. That's good.
This movie.
That's actually what I wanted. I wanted to engender a strong reaction against cinema. Hate is good.
This movie cheats in a lot of ways. One, the soundtrack is sick. I love techno.
What's that cheating?
No. It's cheating because you're just watching these fucking like raver nomads and like the music's sick. Like yeah, I'm down. I'm kind of like dancing in the sea and I'm watching this caravan just go through the desert.
And then PTA has Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead doing a soundtrack. How's that not cheating?
And then the second act of this film, there is a jaw-dropping event that happens where I'll put it like this. This director...
Your reconstructed jaw. Your reconstructed perfect Korean jaw.
So all
just fell on the floor.
Bro. So this director, he should adapt the Hanya Yanagihara novel, A Little Life. Because this movie, after the second act, it's fucking trauma porn, guys. If you've seen,
isn't that the sign of a good movie that your jaw dropped, that you were so beyond belief that a movie was capable of making you feel something so astonishing,
bro? And then
you could not believe that. It's like you could not predict it. So often we go to the movies and it's just like, okay, I know the beats. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. It follows the same trajectory. This didn't like. Everything I thought this movie was going to do, it did not do. No,
it would be like this movie, basically, something crazy happens. Much like in Hereditary, if you've seen it, where you know the scene I'm talking about, where the sister and the peanut allergy and the telephone pole of it all, and you're like, what the fuck? That happens. Any semblance of plot or anything just goes out the window after that point. After that, it's just the narrative device is no different from like, hey Dan, what if we just did like a podcast episode where we rounded up our friends and then we just did like Russian roulette, like put 2 bullets in the chamber and then just like gun to our head, just pull the trigger.
Jubilee.
It's like that
6 podcasters, 1 roulette, dude. That would get views.
The entire
Maybe that's what our podcast.
And
means.
I watched it with open captions, so the entire movie was just like pulse, like tense pulsating music. Tense pulsating music intensifies.
Why do we do that? They should take a poll at the beginning that if there are no deaf people in the audience, they get rid of that.
This is a thing that I've noticed with a lot of like Cannes French film directors. This movie was made in such a vague way where it just puts the entire onus and all of the work on the fucking viewer to just project whatever they're I hate that shit. And I saw interviews with this fucking guy, and the guy's like, you know, it is that's the beauty of art. This is what you want to believe. Like, that's what it is.
I'm sorry, it's not everything.
Like, oh my
I'm sorry,
God,
it's not
dude.
everything
It's not
everywhere
earned.
all at once. Where it's just like, where just every 5 seconds the characters are telling you
It's hard being an Asian mother.
it's so hard and life is hard. And every metaphor is beaten to death, and the message is told over and
There's
over.
something very poetic about how they landed on the trophy dildo and everything.
So intense Reddit humor.
I'm surprised that you like this movie. I'm genuinely shocked.
Because you think I hate everything?
No, this is totally a film that would be like, I had already.
I like that I have to grapple with what it was trying to say, and I just felt that like I was just like gripped for an hour and a half or however long it was.
If you showed Live Leak to anyone, they're gonna feel something too, Dan.
Yeah. This is the Siskel and Ebert of the show.
But if you have seen
a thumbs up from Dan, a thumbs down from Brian.
Let us know.
You decide.
Let us know if you liked it or not. It made no fucking sense. Like, why? Like,
dude, there's a scene
why
where
is there,
they're
why
all
is there,
doing acid and dancing, and then they realize they're on a minefield, and that is the most.
Why? Why is there a minefield in a desert? And then afterwards,
because there's a world war going on, Brian.
Oh yeah, like there's gonna be a minefield, and
there's a minefield in the Strait of Hormuz right now.
The dialogue is so like you're telling me that this is like nuanced. The dialogue is like, I'm looking for my daughter. What's her name? Mar. In the fucking desert.
They're not performing it like they're Puss in Boots. Okay,
word, dude. Oh, and I'm sorry. Like without exaggeration, there is a raver who steps on a landmine, and her last words is, "Turn it up, blast the music," and then explodes.
Dude, that's
wow, that's the great.
You want to go on the playa, dude. When you're on the playa, that's spread my ashes on the playa.
I'm
brother.
shocked, man. You saw that and you're like, wow, the writing on here is really, it's tight.
It's easier when it's subtitles. You're like, I don't even know.
Which is actually very true. Because we don't know if like
I always feel that
are
way.
they acting well in Spanish or French? I don't know.
Yeah, I also like, is the line corny, or like maybe if I was French or Swedish or something, I'd find this line super corny, but it seems profound.
Dude, that was crazy. Okay, Dan. So you're into Sirat. It is what it is.
And you're into Sanat.
What's Sanat?
I don't know. It's a play on Sirat. So you're Sanat into it.
This is how
Brand's gonna kill himself.
No, I mean, I'm trying not to give into that impulse of, oh, this made me feel something.
That's all I want is to feel. I see so much art that's quote unquote good and well done, and I feel nothing because I've seen it a million times before, and I want something that shifts inside me. Like
you must have liked the recent Jordan Wolfson Prada campaign then.
I did like that campaign a lot.
You are such a
I fucking loved it. I think George Wolfson is like kind of an annoying little edgelord.
I read that. So there's this New Yorker profile about Jordan Wolfson that was written, I think, in like 2020 by
I think I read
Dana
it then.
Goodman.
You just read it.
Yeah, this dude seems like an insufferable prick, like to the maximum.
What was he saying? He was just being like edgy for no reason.
I mean, it's his whole like persona, and the extension is just like
he sounded like
unbridled confidence,
like Matt Rife,
and then like being ambiguously queer and just a sinister energy all around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely queer baits a little bit with his and like
But he's just like a little like, ooh, I'm like a little jester of the art fine art world, and like, who cares?
he's
Cancel
the
culture,
Alex
like no.
Edelman of the art world.
Except Alex Edelman is playing woke, and Jordan Wolfson is like throwing out any notions of that.
Exactly. Yeah,
he's trying to provoke.
He's definitely trying to provoke, and often I find his work a little bit boring because it does feel so edgelord. But the Prada campaign, for those who haven't seen it, I mean, just look it up now. It'll take 2 seconds. But it's a bunch of very well-known celebrities, like Carey Mulligan is one of them, and a few others are all wearing Prada. And behind them is this like massive AI creature.
Is it definitively AI?
I don't know.
I think it's unclear.
I think
on
it's
purpose.
meant to provoke. Also, I think that's part of it is like meant to have the backlash against using AI. And the actor is always saying the same thing, like I am.
Yeah.
And then there's this kind of silly, ridiculous, but sinister Lynchian creature like hovering over them, like stroking them.
Yeah. I took out, so I have the little quote here that I pulled from the piece. This will just paint more picture on what kind of an artist this dude is.
This is from the Prada thing?
The New Yorker piece.
Oh, okay.
About
from
Jordan Wolfson. The piece, Animation Masks, is an animation of a Shylock character flipping through the pages of French Vogue. It begins with the character mouthing both sides of an intimate dialogue voiced by Wolfson and a woman. Will you tell them how I am? Wolfson asks. Well, your cock's a lot bigger than you say it is, the woman replies. And you're a very playful lover. The character, which Wolfson generated from images he found by searching evil Jew on Google, has tufts of wiry black receding hair escaping from underneath the yarmulke. The nose, a beaky precursor to the mask worn by a female figure, turns cartoonishly phallic when he recites Richard Brautigan's Kiss-Off Ode love poem. Wolfson's parents were worried. 1, they thought it was anti-Semitic. 2, they thought I was going to ruin my art career. He told me, but they don't know anything.
Yeah, he's also
Give me a fucking...
in the Jewish stereotype thing. He's a mama's boy. Yeah, he likes to like play with characters and stereotypes and these hot button issues and push them to the edge and like, what am I doing? I'm a little naughty bad boy.
I don't think it's an art. At the end of the day, this Prada, it's just an ad. There's no more. That's it.
For sure. It's
like
just an ad.
Shouldn't be imbuing like a critical art analysis. Like it's just a fucking ad.
We've seen
it's meant to provoke
so much like dull. I find dull fashion campaigns, and to see like endless.
And to see a fashion campaign that makes me feel it's really refreshing.
I mean, it's compared to fucking like I don't know, Jeremy Allen White like prancing around in his tighty whities. Like, yeah, I think it's a little more interesting, a little more suggestive.
Yeah.
Unsettling. I don't know. You didn't like it? How edgy can Prada fucking be? Like, yeah, they're using art. They're using art because it's the new signifier of taste and distinction, in the same way that they're going into design. Yeah. And so, yeah, they did that. Louis Vuitton did that with like the
Yayoi Kusama.
Oh yeah. So Louis Vuitton did that with Kusama.
Yeah.
Even though she's like, they made that like weird animatron, fucking horrifying animatron that's like painting dots. So yeah, there's just always like, how do we, just try to siphon off the little bit of juice and culture from the art world and get some edge. But I don't know. I find most fashion ads and campaigns quite uninspiring.
You want more weirdness. You want the provocative.
And like fashion is like the one thing that's mass.
This is how it starts.
Where you
Terry Richardson is coming back in a way that no one is prepared for, but Dan is laying the groundwork. What? So what if he shows a model sucking him off? That's provocative. It makes me feel something.
Wait, so did I tell you that I got Terry Richardson to shoot our headshots? This is the Candace Owens talk. Like, negativity is.
Speaking of cancellation and the Sirat of it all, we're so scatterbrained and schizophrenic on this episode. I sent you the Pitchfork review. The BTS
new
album.
BTS is back.
They're back after hiatus.
Where were they? They were in the army.
They served their country army.
Where were they? You think they were doing recon missions in North Korea? What do you think they had them doing?
They were in the barracks,
It'd be funny if they like killed people in their time and they came back like just changed.
I would not. I
guess Elvis served.
They have been tormented and tortured through the K-pop Academy system. That has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So they're just fucking shooting a fucking clip into. Yeah.
Just like that they're traumatized. They all have PTSD now.
Yeah, and the way that the fucking rifle just nuzzles well into their just perfect V-shaped jawline, that is just perfect aerodynamics.
They haven't made new music in like 4 years.
It's been a while. So they have a new album out called Arirang. Arirang. And our comrade, who is a writer at Pitchfork, Joshua Min-soo Kim.
Yeah.
Let me just double check that is
a brave soul gave it a 5.3, 5.6.
Joshua Min-soo Kim he panned it, critically panned it, which by the way is like,
dude, I don't know if there's anything braver. That's like, dude, free solo? No, that's nothing. Taking a yacht down, taking a rowboat down the Strait of Hormuz right now, that's less brave than what this guy did panning the new BTS album.
That would be hilarious. Netflix should film a live stream special of a critic panning Taylor Swift's forthcoming album, and then they just screen share their Twitter notifications after and their DMs.
This guy, this is a form of euthanasia. Maybe he was suicidal, and they're like, look, we know you want to. This is your way to go out, where you could just say like Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad. He got a diagnosis just before, and he's like, okay, I will sacrifice myself.
I don't know, man. You sure you just don't want to do like the propofol route? Like, you don't have to do this, dude. Like, I support you on your journey, but like, why not just like go for the lethal injection?
He's that meme of the guy, of the soldier.
He's Tank Man.
He's
actually Tank Man at Tiananmen Square. Yeah. he's saying what no soul is brave enough to say with their chest.
And they got a Korean. They knew oh my God, imagine if a straight white man wrote, it'd be over. This person's head would be on a spike.
You gotta soften the blow.
Yeah. Korean on Korean violence. If
it was a white man, oh my God, knives would be out.
Yes,
done.
Even more. I mean, this is death by cop, but that would be.
I wonder if Jay Caspian Kang is like DMing him. He's like, hey, I've been there, brother.
He's been there, yeah. They put me on this.
I know what it's like to receive the ire of the entire Asian race.
I've been assigned the Asian book hate. Dude, I hope this guy gets a bonus. He's going to be just haunted. They're going to come after his family. It's like Taken. I will find you. I will kill you.
It's gone viral. So on the record, we want to say that we fucking hate BTS on this podcast.
I actually love BTS, and so does my family. And my favorite kind of music at all times is Korean pop music, and I love BTS.
But
and
you
I can name all of them.
do hate BTS.
I think
I like them.
Do you?
I think they're great dancers. It's
not music for me.
It's so amusing to me how watch any BTS music video and then compare that to anything that is similar that is being released in the Western world, whether it be just NSYNC or Tate McRae.
NSYNC. They took NSYNC.
Yeah, and they fucking made it 10,000.
Koreans doing white boys doing black boys.
They look to all of that.
How much cultural appropriation can happen in one?
They take it to the final destination.
Yeah, that's the Koreans go hard.
Yeah, so you got to give credit to that.
But I think the fact that, I mean, this is the real, like, the K-pop fans are certifiably insane.
They're Jeff Koons-like in that way. It is just so beautiful that you can't. You're like, fine.
You just have to admire it.
Yeah, like, fine. You know what?
Yeah. I mean,
Props.
I think like people have talked about how if you look at like the reviews of K-pop, like in Metacritic, they're like absurd. They're all like so the New York Times gave it the Rolling Stone, everyone's just glazing K-pop. And I think even some K-pop fans are like, wait, does this mean they don't actually take us seriously as a genre? Because if there's no actual criticism, if it's just like, yes, this is the best thing ever, then that's how you talk to a child when they give you their shitty little drawing and you're like, this is Van Gogh, and you put it on the fridge. Like, it means you're not taking it actually seriously if you're not able to.
So we need Joshua Min-soo Kim to run for office, is what you're saying.
I think so.
This is the kind of honest.
I do think it's a breaking of the. We had W. David Marks on was talking about poptimism and how it's like taken over. And you just have to like, yes, Taylor Swift is the best musician and her music is the, yes, dear leader. And it's the same with K-pop.
There is a poetry in the saccharine nature of their lyricism.
And it's just like I don't even know why, if you're a fan of that music, like why do you want your art that you like to be treated like baby shit? Like, don't you want it to actually have some critical, like, I don't know, relationship? So that people actually think like, oh, maybe this is like a serious art form.
Do you guys notice how much Dan's tone changed? You're saying a little bit too much. There's a little too much heart in what you're saying.
No, I think about Taylor Swift too.
Hey, K-pop.
Oh no, I guess I'm sexist too.
K-pop's good, okay? K-pop has given us Chase Infinity. Without K-pop, there's no Chase Infinity. Okay,
that's true.
So
I'm glad we have that.
That's something to gnaw on.
But maybe Pitchfork went the subs route.
Yeah,
and they're like, maybe we're free. We can say
if
whatever
anyone
we
knows
want.
Joshua Minsu Kim, tell him that on the Middlebrow pod we are an ally. Tell him to say what up.
I think this is
He is truly so brave.
Yeah, I think this is a watershed moment because I think if you look at Pitchfork's coverage of like Taylor Swift, of all these like quote unquote, stan culture bands, like you see that they just have gone along gleefully and done what they had to do to get the clicks, and they don't want to be seen as like aging boomer raucous. And now they're like, okay, wait, maybe actually we have to have standards for people to respect us. Okay, so we went to see real art, Dan. Yeah. Per your request. I'm sorry I dragged you. We could just go see BTS again and again, over and over. I would love that, but can we go see them live in concert? I wouldn't even know where to start or how to get tickets, Dan. I would love that. I'm sure the sales for that are insane. The queues, the reselling is monstrous. That was one of the dumbest things that you've ever said on this podcast. No, the resale environment, it must be very competitive. Yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Yeah. All right, fine. We won't go see it. Twist my arm. Yeah, we went to the new museum. The new museum. It's like Ali G. Yeah. It's the Boutros Ghali. And the new museum was out of commission for a few years. They were doing a big reno. Because the old building kind of sucked. I mean, it's cool from the outside, but inside it was like impossible. The circulation was horrible. And the new museum specializes in contemporary art. Yes, always. There's no collection. There's no permanent collection in the new museum. They only do... It's somewhere in between galleries and like the MoMA, I guess. Okay, so we went. New building by OMA. Which is like a famous architecture firm? Yes, Brian. Okay, sure. Rem Koolhaas started it. Oh, okay. Okay. And... which, by the way, if you're single, you should really drop that in one of your future dates. It's it was actually designed by Rem Koolhaas. Yeah. OMA's first public building in New York City, surprisingly. Wow. Okay. I know you were wondering. I know you couldn't believe that. For years, you could tell me, Dan, how is it that OMA has no public buildings in New York City? They're one of the biggest architecture firms in the world. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. And wow. Okay. So it was truly an honor to even step foot in a building. I know. Like that. Yeah. In my lifetime. I mean, fuck a BTS concert, to live in a timeline where I could step foot in the first. I mean, you have SMLXL. You have that book you have that whole series just right in your living room. You're a worshiper of Rem Koolhaas, as we've established. All right, so we go to with their new grand reopening. Mm-hmm. Was this multi-level exhibition called New Humans. New Humans, an exploration of what it's like to be a human. Other forms of humanness. Yes, how artists have expanded and explored the. There were over 150 artists. Dude, it was a lot. It was like a biennial. There should be a cap on how much art is in a thing. What did you think of it, Dan? You as a layman. No. You as just as a normie. As a one who has not experienced I'm curious your thoughts. It felt like I was in an Asian market. It was just so much fucking art. Yeah, it was a bazaar. It was BAZAAR. And it was so random too. And I liked that they were
and again, I'm sure this is because they are reopening after a big renovation and they're trying to usher in a new kind of audience into the museum. They really hold your hand through the whole thing, which I kind of appreciate for someone like me, where it's like, yes, this is art inspired by prosthetics. I can see that. Yes.
Prosthetics expands what it means to be a human being.
Art about animals. Great. But within each room, there's like 50 pieces. You can't. There's like
there's some of them.
You're
rooms
spending
where, like,
more time like avoiding, like not making contact with art pieces than you are actually like observing and appreciating anything.
Yeah, and there's some great and like there's some amazing pieces. There's the Pierre Huyghe film that I love that I've seen a few times, which is the monkey with the mask on it in the apocalypse.
Paul Tabouret, who's a young French artist, born in 2007. If you want to feel bad about yourself, but again, very unsettling work, very large scale. It makes you feel something, which I appreciated.
My friend Camille Rowe has an amazing new video, so I would shout out that. But like her video is 30.
Wow,
how about that?
What a name drop!
How about that?
God,
Also,
Dan,
my friend, shout out my friend Shaba, who has a piece on the facade.
Oh my God!
So we're in it. We should get Shaba on the podcast. She's great. Okay, but anyway, Camille's video piece is like 35 minutes long.
Yeah.
If I just wanted to watch that, it would, it's competing with so much that it feels like there was not a lot of editing happening, even though there's some great Namjoon Pikes. There's so much work that I thought was, and a lot of, I thought was interesting was the juxtaposition of like very early, like works inspired by works from the 1920s, like Soviet drawings and sculptures and things like that were kind of exploring the new man and the infection of technology and that merge, and seeing how those ideas have kind of like manifested what they thought was the potential. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, like they juxtapose a lot of like contemporary art with like historical art and illustrations, and I don't know, Dan.
You were just mad because they took away your donut.
Which was insane, by the way.
Brian got into a fight with the guard.
I did not get into a fight.
I could see you gave him some sass. Which is fine.
I was standing my ground.
Yeah.
I was exercising what it means to be an American.
You were the Daniel Penny of the new museum.
Yeah, so I bought a cinnamon roll from Gem Home. And
Brian has a habit of buying a thing, whether it's an iced coffee or a donut, and then maybe having one nibble and then carrying it around for the rest of the day and then never eating it.
Shout out to my fellow nibblers in the pod. Leave a comment, say hi. No, it is true. So,
and you got it in like a little
container.
A
food container. I went through multiple floors with this container in my hand.
Yeah, you thought you could get away with it.
And one security guard even said, just don't open that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, great. I won't. I'm an adult. I know I'm really towing the line here by even having this. So we get to the 4th floor of this fucking place, and the security guard's like, you can't have that in here. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Can I like leave it next to you?
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And I tried my best. I said, well, I went on other floors, and he was like, you heard me. He gave me he was like, don't make me say it again. You can't have that.
And you're like, all the other guards let me do it.
And
he's like, maybe they didn't see. Maybe they didn't see.
Then I had to throw out the cinnamon roll.
Oh, I thought you went to the stairway and ate it.
No. And then I found another guard, and I said, where's your trash can? He said, good question.
Listen, it's a new building.
So
they haven't figured out all the things.
Anyways, that was a fun little side quest. Dan, how I'm feeling about all of this is I need to have like a Walden moment. I gotta go upstate and like
it was too much.
I need to go camp next to a pond.
In fact, no perforated metal.
Dan,
stairways.
This
no aluminum
entire
mesh.
exhibition had an opposite effect of what I think they were intending, which is I have less of an appreciation for art. There was so much, and it was so much sensory overload that none of it stuck with me.
Well, maybe that's the meta
thing
about
not.
technology.
And so I kind of like was walking around, ambling about, and I'm around all of these like pieces that are worth so much money, and I distinctly had the thought of like, what's the point of all of this? There were so many like young Scandinavian trust-funded parents with angular haircuts that evoked the Pythagorean theorem, and I'm just like, what is this? There's no point to this. What? I don't want to go to
art.
What
is
is
the point of art?
It was just too much.
What's art for?
It was too much to the point of like,
yeah,
why?
It numbs you. I agree that
why?
it numbs you.
What? Is it just because this is a tasteful way to spend an unemployed Tuesday afternoon?
What is it? I don't know. If it's people who want to experience something, who want to communicate with and connect with an individual
Who knows? Maybe it was the trauma of the Sirat of it all. This kind of fell a little short. I'm like,
Sirat was so intense.
I want to see someone
like a painting, whatever,
blow up on a landmine.
Yeah, I would still recommend going. I think there's some great work.
No, there was a lot of great work.
And what did you think of the building?
Shout out Annika Yi.
Yeah.
What did I think? What did I think of the building?
Did you appreciate the seamless flow between the new addition and the original building? And what about the dynamic between the kind of more rectilinear original new museum and the kind of more prism triangularity in conversation? Did you feel that? Did you feel the conversation between the two?
Before we entered a business together, you forget that I used to own a leather couch that had a built-in USB port in it. Okay, what did I think of the building? It's cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's not like, oh my God, this is changing the way I see art.
I'm trying to become more authentic on this podcast.
Okay,
for me to just say that it was cool. That is me being authentic. I am fighting every impulse in me to be like, well, I think it was in fact, I think it was like it's a beautiful extension of a nod to its past self, while also.
No, that's my job, I guess, in this podcast, to be a pretentious ass. Did you see the video I sent you where like there was still like packing tape on some of the railings, and like the stairway didn't fully align, and there was dirt getting into the perforated metal?
But that's by design, man. It's
I just love that, like in New York, even if you have $83 million, you still can't find a good contractor. The contractor's still just like, I don't know. Like, oh, you didn't? I didn't know the corners were supposed to meet at a 90-degree angle.
So
that's
funny.
crazy.
And it's just the contractor's just some guy in Sheepshead Bay is like, I don't know, some fucking museum is not paying me enough to do this fucking bullshit.
They're like, I have 100 other jobs right now. I have to go fuck over 99 other people. Like, who are you? The new museum? Dude. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't install your, aluminum foam or whatever bullshit you're trying to do.
That's so funny. Okay, but you recommend going. It's a lot of great pieces in there.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I would like go back, honestly. Like go once and go back.
Yeah, I think that's the move. Like tackle it by like 2 floors max a day.
Yeah.
There's just nothing, you can't digest anything. And also the curation is kind of random too. Like some of it I'm like, okay.
I like some of the juxtapositions, but I get just every room was fucking like filmed to the brim. It felt.
There was like that random, like there's like
an
psychedelic, like surrealist paintings. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
great.
Some of them that's like, why is there a Francis Bacon in here? Why is there a Giacometti? I didn't exactly understand.
Yeah,
why you would want to do that.
That was my general sense. That was my general feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I made you see fucking art, Brian.
No, I am a richer person for the experience, and that's all we can ask for. Now, if we want to talk about real art, Dan, all right, I came across this Harper's piece called Decks Against Humanity.
Okay.
And it's from this month's issue.
Shout out Harper's.
And it's a list of taglines from startups that Y Combinator has funded since 2022.
Okay.
This is real art that has some real life impact. All right.
Yeah. No, these are the companies that are going to change the way we, I don't know, shit.
This is a hilarious piece because it reads much like a New Yorker Shouts and Murmurs piece, but it reads like a poem. And I'm just going to read you something. Just let me know if any of these speak to you.
Okay.
Let's say that you have $500,000 that you're sitting on.
Yeah.
And you
is that how much you get for Y Combinator?
Yeah. But
that's Paul Graham?
Paul Graham, I think Gary Tan runs it now.
Okay.
Who's also just like fucking dweeb.
Yeah, all these people I see on Twitter, and they're very annoying.
Very annoying. So you want a unicorn, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. And listeners, feel free to respond mentally in your mind. Tinder for jobs, TikTok for language learning, Notion for science, iMessage for sales, TurboTax for Medicaid. A Roomba. A Roomba for weeds on a farm.
This is just
Waymo for excavators.
This is Mad Libs.
Shopify for pharmacies in Europe. Just their infrastructure is just so bad. Like, let's just digitize them and bring them to 2026.
Shopify. Okay. Online meds.
Uber for trucks in Turkey. Specifically Turkey. Chipotle for Africa.
Sure, yeah. No, they don't have
the Domino's
I've been
pizza
to Africa. Bad Mexican food.
The Domino's pizza tracker for lawyers and their clients.
Wait, is it Chipotle to give Chipotle to Africa, or is it African food in the style of Chipotle?
That's the beauty of it. It is whatever you want to
Because
believe.
Ethiopian Chipotle would be good. That would be perfect.
Yeah, I think Claire Parker said that with the injera. That would slap.
Yeah.
So that would be what
I would invest in that.
Chipotle for Africa.
Yeah, if it's what I think it is.
Or you're saying that you just want them to franchise Chipotle in Africa?
Yeah. Do they want to put like a Chipotle in Nairobi?
I'm sure the franchising fee's got to be like $1 million for Chipotle. So this has to be like,
sure.
We want to build a native.
Where are they getting avocados from in Africa? There are a lot of...
Okay. Just move fast, break things, Dan. Just move fast, break things.
Sure.
The Bloomberg terminal for sports betting.
Uh-huh.
AI social facilitator for offline human-to-human interactions. I'll repeat. AI social facilitator for offline human-to-human interactions.
Okay, so we need AI to help us be more human.
Yeah.
That's good. That the answer to everything is AI. Use AI to be less on AI.
So you stand by your choice.
Yeah, Chipotle I would do Africa for Chipotle though, actually. I'd switch it around.
I do think that the TurboTax for Medicaid is pretty good.
I don't even know what that means.
That's why it's so great. It's so boring and outside of your purview.
Is it just saying that like Medicaid is like inefficient in terms of that sounds like Doge to me. Wasn't that literally what Doge was trying to do?
I think a lot of these startups do that where they target boring businesses. So there's a New York born and raised woman named Charlie Javis, and she's
Javis Center fame?
No, different. But I think she's like on trial or she was just sentenced to prison, but she did this whole thing for she was on Forbes 30 under 30.
Oh, that's the classic pipeline.
The classic pipeline. Her whole thing was like yassifying FAFSA forms. Okay. So like to make it easy and like millennials can like follow along, and she just it was a total Ponzi scheme where she was just like making up the numbers, and she sold it originally. I think she had sold it for like $300 million to JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley.
And some kids didn't even get their like financial aid because of it.
No, I think once they looked under the number, looked under the hood, they're like, you're fabricating everything.
Yeah.
Like none of this is real. And then now she's going to prison.
Most startups.
She's going to prison now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know,
but boring shit.
Boring shit.
Boring shit's the move.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, in positive news for tech, the metaverse is shutting down. Sora is shutting down. Oh my God.
You think that's actually going to do anything?
I just remember when everyone was telling us that Sora was going to destroy Hollywood. Every time I'd see a tweet like Hollywood is quaking in their boots, and it's just like someone, you know, who typed in like Wes Anderson, you know, Mario, and it's just the Mario characters in Wes Anderson. And I'm like, okay, this sucks ass.
So basically, Sam Altman was presented with a choice where maybe a researcher at OpenAI was like, "Hey, Mr. Altman, the amount of energy it takes to run Sora." We're going to destroy the planet in 10 years.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we don't have the runway to become profitable within 10 years.
Yeah.
So I think we need to shut it down.
Yeah, we need to have people not spend all of humanity's remaining energy sources on making a broccoli try to fuck an eggplant.
Which, by the way, no one's above AI, Slop. The talking vegetables.
Oh yeah,
talking about
you guys
the
love
benefits.
It. You're like watching the Ninja Cats.
You like it.
Yeah. You saw Conor O'Malley is getting some shit for his new like 6-minute video that used AI in it.
I don't understand Conor O'Malley still.
What you think it's not funny, or you?
I know, and I appreciate it, but
it's just like a brain rot.
It doesn't like hit. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah. To me, I find it. I mean, it's
deeply.
like manic and schizophrenic, and it like I feel like he does capture the tenor of the internet very well.
I don't know. Maybe as a person of color, it doesn't really resonate with my lived experience.
Sure. No, I can't object to that. That's a valid criticism. But I think I don't know. Some of the like aversion people have to AI.
Dan wants more nuance.
No, I just think like artists need to need to, instead of just fighting the tide, like I feel like that always happens, where the Uber comes on and we're like, we're not gonna take part in Uber or all these new tech things, and it's like it's just inevitable. They will take over, and if artists and writers and people who actually have ethics don't adopt it quickly and steer it, towards at least like somewhat palatable creative uses, it's going to be only the most swagless tech people running it. And maybe this is generally a pessimistic view, but I feel like we need good people in the driver's seat a little bit before otherwise it's just fucking Sam Altman, freaks like Sam Altman telling us what art is. What you just
said is, I'm pretty sure Alex Karp from Palantir has said verbatim, hey, social issues, like it or not, we need fucking missiles, and war is going to keep happening, buddy.
Dude, he's doing a great job. Palantir, the way they're picking those Iranian girls' schools, oh my God. No one's doing it better.
As you know, secretly, I would love to be a VC, Dan.
Yes,
and
secretly.
or like a tech founder. So I keep leaving little Easter eggs. And inspired by this Harper's piece, we're gonna end the podcast on this. Let me know if you would invest in this. This is this is like a bit in the vein of what we just read, where it's like ad libs of stuff. What if there's like a certain type of person who buys a lot of self-help books. They're not just buying one self-help book. They're buying many, many, many self-help books. Once you open the Pandora's box of the atomic habits of it all, you're going all the way through.
Yeah, you can't just begin with Mel Robbins.
No,
it's everything.
So this would be targeting people who like self-help books. And
losers. This is targeting losers?
Yes.
Okay.
What if it was an AI-powered diary where it analyzed, like, because what these people want, they want prescriptive steps on how to live their life.
Yeah.
It's the artist's way of it all. They're like, for the next 6 months, I need to wake up and I need to write in my journal 3 pages of just stream of consciousness. They like it. So an AI-powered diary that analyzes your journal entries, and then every day
tells you if you're gay. No, sorry. Okay, go
ahead. You could pay a premium. There could be a premium subscription tier that tells you like what your gender and what your sexuality can be. But just tells you prescriptively, these are the 3 things that you need to accomplish today.
This is a bit
based.
So it's just based.
Is it a bit? I don't know if it's a bit. I mean, isn't that all startups now? Everything starts as a viral idea.
So but then you have to give the AI your journals, your innermost thoughts.
But then that's the valuable data. Then you sell that data.
You are, but the person is okay. You're thinking it was from the VC perspective.
Yeah.
I think there'd definitely be people who would use this.
Okay, bang my line. Bang the Middlebrow.
Subscribe to
Are we just going to become a VC fund, Dan?
I mean, hopefully it pays better than the number of patrons we've gotten. So please subscribe to the Patreon so Brian doesn't have to make an evil AI company that scours your innermost thoughts and journals and tells you that you should like go for a run.
I'm sure it already exists.
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically what Wattpad is. That is people's most close.
It's hidden a little bit through, Shrek and Fiona porn, but
and they're selling that to fucking algorithms that are serving you better ads.
All right, well, I'm gonna type in my innermost thoughts of this journal,
or you're gonna just go to the new museum. After
the new museum. We should start the new museum.
Okay,
and just put up a sign right next to it. Be like, this fucking shit is whack. We're the new museum. How about that, Rick? That was a good little joke.
Thanks for listening. Again, we apologize. We know you love the guest episodes. So
yeah, we're so sorry.
This is a brief respite
from
go back
to the guests. We'll go back to the guests. That you hate us. You love the people that we bring on.
Wish Dan best of luck on his Japan journey.
Yes. It will be difficult.
We can start a call sheet.
It's going to be a struggle for me. So a man like me who wears Gramici, I mean, it's going to be hard.
Gramici, what, bro? They're not even wearing. They're not touching that stuff for the 10th.
Exactly.
They're on their And Wander, Snow Peak. You got to up your game. There's levels to this, Dan.
I'm gonna live in Montbell when I'm there.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.